Food Review Friday finds me, and well, continues to find me in Monterey, and I'm here at Fish Market and Restaurant. I'm pretty excited about this place because I love fresh seafood, and Monterey's got, you know, seafood up the wazoo. Sign Dungeness Crab Fish Market. There's a lot of seafood markets places here, but this place looks fresher. They've got the counter, they've got the market, and it's got some good stuff. I can't be in Monterey without trying the seafood, so we're gonna check this out. I'm already feeling good about this because you can see behind me they've got the live Dungeness crab tanks, and then they've got a fish counter. It's a pretty nice place. Standard fish and grill type menus, calamari, clam chowder, lots of fresh fish. That looks good. And the prices are actually pretty good. You know, for fresh fish, that's great. I'm always a big fan of calamari, like I said. I'm always a big fan of seafood. Also have frozen options, which is not bad at all. I went ahead and ordered the calamari, tried the clam chowder and the halibut. I'm here with, with company, so we're gonna check out a couple of different items and we'll see how that goes. A Dungeness tank. Live crab is a pretty amazing thing. Lunch arrived. Check that out. Look at the size of that bread bowl. That's a pretty big bread bowl full of clam chowder. Here's a spoon size for comparison. Calamari and halibut and chips. It's a pretty good sized portion. Cheat a little bit and try that clam chowder first. Look at that. Just a little tiny bit. Nice and thick. Clammy in a good way. It's nice, thick, not watery at all. The potatoes are soft and mushy. It gives it a nice texture. Next is the calamari. Cheat a little bit. That's tartar sauce. I tend to prefer mine with marinade. Look at that. Nice and crispy. Got that good breading and a little bit of seasoning. Nice. Breading's heavy, but the seafood, squid is good. Tender. Last but not least, the halibut. Nice, crispy. Look at that batter. That's all halibut in there. Not a lot of breading. It's good. Well seasoned on its own. I'm gonna finish this meal real quick, but so far it looks really good. Slaw, French fries. That's a pretty big piece of bread. We'll see how this goes. Cheers. All right, let's talk about Seafood Harvest Market in Monterey. Now, here's the thing. Monterey has good seafood places, but it also has touristy seafood places. And Seafood Harvest is kind of like in the middle between the two. The food was good, service was speedy, prices were not bad at all, serving sizes were great, but it's not fancy. Compare Alioto's back in the day in San Francisco, Fisherman's Wharf, or higher end seafood places. It's not quite the same experience. It's good food and it's a nice quick lunch, but it doesn't quite hit the top of the chain. It's very common. It's not a bad thing. The food is fresh. The setup's nice. Seafood freshness is so critical. And if you've got the right breading, you've got the right proportions, you're going to have a good time. And in that sense, Seafood Harvest hits the mark. You're not going to have a bad meal here, but is it memorable? It's not bad. It's good. It's good in the sense that the food is fresh. The seafood is pretty good. I got the halibut and chips. You're better off getting cod. Halibut is one of those fish types that requires a careful preparation, and deep fry and the breading is it's all right. The calamari missed the mark a little. It's a little tough, a little greasy. It's a nice snack. It's not top end. It doesn't have that nice, quite crunchiness and texture that the best calamari has. The clam chowder, on the other hand, was a highlight. It was really good, really creamy, lots of clam, and the bread bowl was amazing. Overall, what you've got here is a tourist spot that's not bad. The prices are good, like I said. The seafood is fresh enough. The halibut, like I said, was a little overdone, but it's still good. It's just a matter of you have to be careful of what you choose. Can you do better? Yeah. Can you do a lot worse? Yeah. So in this case, Seafood Harvest, it's not bad. It hits pretty well, and it hits the high end of that middle score, but it falls short of a truly spectacular seafood experience with really good food. So in that case, I'd still recommend it, but just with a few caveats. So final rating for Seafood Harvest in Monterey, that's got food. Good stuff, Pretty good, pretty good. Cheers.